Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial video experiment number 2 of the 21 CS 62 full stack Django development course. In this video we will see the program number 2. We will learn how to set up development environment for Django project by creating virtual environment followed by creating a new Django project and also a Django application. There are 3 steps in the project setup. Step 1 is create virtual environment. Step 2, create Django project. Step 3, create Django app application and also demonstration of the created project. Next, now let us see the one by one steps. So step 1 is create virtual environment. Virtual environment. Now before creating the virtual environment, we need to configure the Python. So who are not watched day 1 video must watch, then come back to the watch this video. Firstly, open Visual Studio Code. Next, open new folder. Here, go to the file in navigation bar, click on file. Next, select the open folder and choose you create folder. In my case, I will choose the folder or desktop and create the project name as I'll give the project folder name as new and folder name as master Django. Django. So okay, so you give the as your desired. Okay, I created new project that is master Django and choose to select and open in the VS Code. Okay, and select it, then select folder. It will open the in VS Code terminal and click on yes, attach the author. Give the this checkbox. Okay, next. After successfully creating the project folder, now we will open the terminal. In the navigation bar, it is available terminal. If it is not available in this navigation bar, open in VS Code. This views in this navigation. Click on this. In last option is terminal. Otherwise, in your keyboard, Control plus it will open in the terminal. Okay, choose this and open it. The terminal. Now let's start the creating virtual environment by using command in the terminal. Command is python hyphen m venv and env. venv means virtual environment file and file name as I give the env. So you give the file name as env or otherwise venv, otherwise give the name your name. Okay, there is the name of the virtual environment file. Next, venv means virtual environment. Next, hit enter. Now that the virtual environment is successfully created, look like this. This environmental file or folder, it contains the include Python, include files, Python library files and Python configuration files and Python virtual configuration files and scripts. So finally this folder contains all the Python packages, Python related packages and files. It contains virtual environmental file. Next, now that the virtual environment is successfully created, let's activate it by using this command. So after successfully installed or creating virtual environment, now activate this virtual environment by using this command. Command is env /scripts / remember it, this command is very important. Scripts /activate. Then enter. it will activated the virtual environment. Next, we need to install the Django by using this command pip install Django. Okay, we need to install the latest version of the Django. It take some time to install the Django. Now successfully install the Django. To check out the version of the Django, the version of Django is Django 5.0.4. This is the latest version of the Django, and SQL parts of the this is the inbuilt databases. So that purpose it is always install the Django SQL database, SQL parts and Django version, and ASGI means asynchronous server will open. It will always install. Next, we need to now let us see the step 2 is creating Django project by using this command. Command is django-admin space start project. Give the project name. In my case, I give the project name as full stack Django. Okay, then enter. Sorry, I'll give the Django. It will open. Now Django project is created successfully. Okay, the project, as we created project name as full stack Django, the project folder look like this. This project folder, it contains two. One is project level folder, root folder, and manage.py file. This file, it is a command line utility script that allows us to interact with our Django project from the terminal. Through this file, we can interact command line utilities and also project rated. Next, it also provides various commands such as running the development server and applying the database migrations and creating new apps through the manage.py file. Next is full stack Django folder. This is the root level folder, root level directory where all the project level files and settings are stored here like this. This folder, this directory contains these 5 files. First one is init.py file, asgi file, settings.py file, urls.py file, and wsgi file. The first init.py file, this is an empty file that tells Python that the enclosing directory is a Python package. This is the init.py file. This is the empty file that tells Python that the enclosing directory is a Python package. Next file is asgi file. This is the file used to running the, this is the file, this is the file, this is the in command, just remove it. Next, this is the file used for running Django project with an asynchronous server gateway interface. ASGI means asynchronous server gateway interface. Compatible web server which is required for web feature like WebSockets and server sent events. Next file is settings.py file. This is the file. It contains all the configuration settings for our Django project, such as database setting. This is the database settings and templates. This is the templates. Next, middlewares and installed apps to create more than number of project, number of application to specify this, to specify here. Next is static files to configure the images and any CSS files. All these files it include in the settings.py file. Next is urls.py file. This file contains defines URL pattern for our project. It maps URLs to the corresponding views that should handle the request. Next file is WSGI file. This is the file is used for deploying our project with a web server gateway interface. Compatible web server such as Apache, Nginx. Nginx. This is the web servers. Next, now after successfully creating the Django project, now let us see the step 3 is creating Django application by using this command. Command is python manage.py start app name, as you give the app name as you desired. In my case, I give the app name as first. Okay, then enter. Sorry, because of it will throw the error, means to change the directory. Okay, cd full stack Django. Okay, now we change the from master Django folder to the full stack Django project folder. Now we create the our Django project first application. Okay, python manage.py start app. Application name, I give the application name as first. And now is created the our first Django application is first. This is the project folder, and this is the our first application. Okay, this our application, this is the our application is folder look like this. First is migrations, then init.py file, admin file, apps.file, apps.file, model.py file, test.py file, views.py file. Now let us see the one by one. This is the first init.py file. I have already told you what the init file does in the project folder. Same in here also. It is empty file that tells Python that the enclosing directory is a Python package. Okay. Next is admin.py file. This is the file is used to register our models with the Django admin interface, allowing to manage and interact with our data through a user-friendly web interface. Next file is apps.py file. This is the file contains the configuration class for the applications which provide metadata about the apps and can be used for various purposes such as setting up specific setting or registering the app with a Django. Next file is models.py file. This file is where you define the data models which represent the database tables and their relationships. Each model class maps to a database table, and the attribute of the class represent the field of table. Next file is test.py file. This is the file intended for writing unit test for our application. A Django is inbuilt testing framework. Next file is views.py file. This is the file. It contains the view function that handle HTTP request and return response. Views are responsible for processing the user request, interacting with models, and rendering templates, returning data in various formats such as a JSON file, XML file, all these files format. Next is migration folder. This is the folder, this is our directory is used by Django migration system to keep track of changes to our data models over time. When we make changes to our model, Django create new migrations file in this directory which can be applied to the our database to update its schema. Next, it is not created automatically. So now we create the urls.py django.py file. I already told what is urs.py file. It is does to map the URLs as we defined in the view function. Okay, so now creating the views.py file by using in your mouse, right click on the application folder level. Next, choose the new file and give the file name as urls.py file. Okay, then enter. This is the it creating the urs.py. Then it is not also created by default. Now we create the templates and static files. So in project level folder, choose the project level application. Next, on your mouse, right click and choose the new folder. I will give the folder name as templates. Then enter. Next, create the static file also. Now choose the new folder, create the folder name as static. Okay, so now template folder, it is a template directory is used to storing the template files such as HTML files and other template files. And also next is static directory is used for storing the static files such as CSS, style sheets, JavaScript files and also images. Okay, now we successfully created Django application and Django first project. So now time to run this project in our local server system. Okay, so by using this command is in terminal, command is python manage.py run server. Okay, now we are successfully our project is run local server. You don't bother about the all the migrations and migrate python manage.migrate because of in the next video we will learn what is migration and what does and what is the migrate, what it is does. In the next video we will learn the in depth. Now it's time to see the our we are created Django project is successfully run or installed or not by using this development server at this is the local server link. Click on this link in mouse, just place this link, it will show the follow link or control plus click. Then if it's not possible to show this, just copy this link and open your any browser. I will open Google, then paste in the this here in tab. Okay, then hit enter. It will show the installed work successfully. Congratulations, you are seeing this page because Django debug is true in your settings file and you have not configured any URLs. That's purpose it's showing the in it tells URLs we are not any URLs are provided. Just successfully installed Django project and creation of virtual environment and creation of application. Okay.